Welcome back, everybody. It's about 7:30 in the morning, and I just wanted to kick off the video with a cold start before I pick it back up to where I'm going to be running, and I'll shoot the rest of the video there. I'm just going to kind of give an overview of my 1 to 2 month ownership thoughts, what I like and what I don't like about the car. But here's a cold start to kick it off. Alright guys, I made it to the running spot, got my running shoes on. Gonna try and do around 2 miles. I did 2 miles yesterday without stopping, which was really good for me. Kind of getting back into it, but when I'm done I'll come back and talk to you guys about a few of the things I love and hate about the car. Alright, catch you in a few. Alright guys, I just finished up my run and I want to show you a little bit of the spot I run at. I just set a distance record, which is only like 2.25 miles, but for me I'm really happy with that. And I just wanted to give you a quick view of the location of where I run. It's a little windy, so I hope you can hear okay, but it's right on the water and there's never any people here and it's really quiet. You can just hear the ocean and it's really nice. So I just wrapped up. I'm gonna sit on a bench and then walk back to the car in a little bit and I'll film the rest of the video for you guys. Alright, I just changed out of my sweaty clothes into my sweatshirt and t-shirt. So I just wanted to kick it off with one of the first things that I really like about the car, and that is the versatility. So, like I mentioned in some of my other videos, this car gets like, I got 34 miles a gallon on a 200 or so mile road trip. And then around the city I get like 22 or so. I don't know, so it's just a really good balance of fuel economy, but then when you put it in Sport Plus mode and you want to gun it, it's insanely fast and really fun. You can take it through the twisty bits and back roads and it handles amazingly. But then if you want to drive more casually and want to save on fuel, like on long trips, you can get over 400 miles in a tank. And I don't really care about fuel economy that much, but it is pretty cool to not have to fill it up very much, especially since I don't drive a lot. The second thing that I really like about the car is the interior, with the blue stitching on the black leather. One of my favorite things specifically about the interior is when you get in, the smell. I don't even need to have an air freshener or something. It just smells like real leather and there's nothing like it that I've ever experienced. In addition to that, in the interior, I love the heads-up display. I love the digital tach and speedometer, the heated steering wheel, heated seats, Apple CarPlay on the iDrive, the sunroof, and one of my other favorite things is that the cup holders are covered. So I really don't have any complaints about the interior. Overall, it's just one of the nicest interiors I've ever been in, and I really like everything about it. And another small thing is the thigh extension. I never really thought that I would use that, but I use it pretty much 24/7 now, and I don't know, it's a really cool feature that I've never experienced before, and now it's one of my favorites. And I could speak on the new M340 because originally I was going to try and save and get that a little more down the line, but the more I looked at it, I didn't really like that interior. It had the huge screen, which some people love, but I didn't really like the new iDrive system with that huge screen. And I really like how this has the actual shift knob and a few other smaller details, but overall, if I had to choose, now that I've owned this, and I haven't been in a new M340, but just seeing it and hearing reviews about it, I would 100% choose the pre-LCI M340 interior and exterior, 100%. It's really hard to pick a whole list of favorite things because I love the entire car. A follow-up or a close third would have been the exterior and just the overall looks of the car, but I'm going to talk more about the powertrain as a major thing that I really like. So here in the engine bay, as you guys know, it's a 6-cylinder turbo. It has 382 horsepower, 369 foot-pounds of torque. There's my Dynon intake with the carbon fiber, and that sounds really good. And overall, it's just, I almost think it's the perfect power. It's one of the fastest cars I've ever driven. I haven't driven too many fast cars, but It's a good balance of where it's really fast, like getting on the highway you can get up to 120 not even trying and the car's still pulling, but it's not like 5, 6, 7, 800 horsepower where it feels dangerous and you're losing traction and everything all the time. So I don't know, I think it's a really good balance. I love the sound of the car, especially with the dyno intake, and even with just the stock exhaust in Sport Plus mode, it sounds really good under tunnels and everything. And I definitely want to look into getting an exhaust eventually, to really hear the sound. But overall, just I think the power of the car is incredible, and perfect balance of speed when you need it and kind of reliability and trustworthiness. Like, you're not going to kill someone or catch a felony for anything, but you definitely still have to pay attention on the highway and even back roads, but it's kind of a perfect balance. So that's my third major pro of the car. I could go on and on about everything I like, but those are three of my favorite things: the well-roundedness of the car, the interior, I love being in the interior, and then just the powertrain and even the engine bay itself. It just, I think it looks really cool. So if we were being honest, I was gonna try and make a clickbaity video saying like everything I hate about this car, but that's not really where I want this channel to go. I don't want to do clickbait and kind of lie for views. So I honestly can't think of something I don't like about this car. Please forgive me, the wheels and tires are really dirty, but I really can't think of like one big thing I don't like about the car. There's a few really minor things, like the rattle on the inside, which I'm gonna take to the dealer and have them fix that. There's no option for cooled seats, but I honestly don't think cooled seats really work in the first place, so I don't really care about that. And honestly, other than those two really minor things, I can't think of a single thing I don't like about the car. It's practical. You have a really good sized trunk. A full-size human fits in the back seat easily. Like I said, the fuel economy, the power, the looks. I really and truly can't think of a big negative of this car. It has all-wheel drive. Overall, it's just awesome. And like all the little tiny things that sort of bug me are easily fixable and like aren't even worth complaining about. Like the wheel and tire setup, it's run flats, and I don't like the style of these wheels, but all I have to do is get new wheels and tires, which I'll do eventually, so not going to complain about that. What was the other thing I was thinking? The exhaust is definitely not a complaint. It sounds good stock, but I want it a little bit louder, so I can also replace that. I can get the rattle fixed. So I don't really like when people make the videos saying, oh, I hate this, I hate that. Like, you're just finding things to nitpick at that point for views, and I want to be honest with you guys that overall I could just go on for hours about everything I like about the car, and there's pretty much nothing I don't like. The only thing is the rattle, but like I said, I'm taking that to the dealer and they'll fix it right away. So overall, I just love the car and want to give you guys a little update, show you guys where I go for runs. It's now like 8:30, I think, so I'm gonna go cook breakfast, do some work, and kind of get on with my day. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching.